We all know there's an advantage to being the home team, to playing at home. And at LGKG, we have been your home team for over 90 years.
We're more than just a law firm. We're your friends, your neighbors, an advocate when life takes an unexpected turn.
We're not just lawyers that practice law. We live in this community, just like you.
When you need us most, we're at our best.
Fee, 5-4, nothing to a giant. Waited my turn, call it perfect time and trust the most high. Got the stars aligning, I was tapped in. I've been strategizing, dreams coming true. I've been fantasizing while you criticize. Pay attention to the signs, symbolize. Feel like a legend, they go idolized. Ayy, I'm a hero, wear my cape. Independent leader made a way. I'm the people's voice, your people rate. Stuck to my pace, the turtle win the race. The trophies on trophies views from the townscape. Change is great praise, then I had to skate. God told me time to go elevate. Chosen child, I'm the champ now, not a featherweight.
At MP Coney Island, it's all about the chili and has been for nearly 100 years since we opened in 1923. We help put Newcastle on the map as the hot dog capital of the world. Visit our store, place an order for pickup at mpconeyisland.com, delivery with DoorDash, or find the grocery store near you with our chili locator on our website. Want to own your own MP Coney Island? Now you can with our franchise system. At MP Coney Island, it's all about the chili.
You look gorgeous, don't worry.
Hi, I'm Mark McConnell, and welcome to the very first episode of Take a Bow podcast, where we talk about theater and acting, directing, lighting, staging, everything you can think of that has to do with the theater arts, we are going to cover here. But today, I decided I'm going to do something special because it's the first episode, and when it comes to theater, yeah, like you need men in theater, obviously, but the greatest thing about theater to me is the leading ladies. You know, you have Patti LuPone, you have Beth Level, you have all kinds of stars that really carry Broadway shows. So that's why tonight I have two special guests with me from the Newcastle Playhouse, Allison Hood.
Hi.
And Holly Marshall.
Thank you.
How are you guys doing today?
Great.
We are good. Thanks for having us.
Absolutely. I'm so glad that you joined me today. This is a dream come true for me to be able to do a podcast about theater. So I'm really excited. I'm a little nervous because this means a lot to me. So we're going to have a fun time. Yeah. So I'm definitely the thorn between two roses today. So I feel very blessed. But yeah, so I've been working with Holly and Allison for years, almost my whole time at the Playhouse. I think I met Holly when she was probably like 13 or 14 years old.
I think I was starring Beauty and the Beast, right?
Yes.
When you were LeFou.
Yeah, when I played LeFou. That was like my second role at the Playhouse.
Yep.
So, yeah, I met Holly because I think your brother Ryan was in Beauty and the Beast with me.
Yeah, my brother Ryan was in it, and I was just obsessed with it, so I was there all the time.
Yeah, Holly, not only is Holly like big on being on stage, she also loves like going to shows. Like she's really like a true fan of the theater, and I think like it's great. Like you're a graduate from Newcastle. Allison, you graduated from Newcastle.
Yep. 2013.
2013, and you're like
14.
So
we had choir together.
Yes. Fun times.
Fun times in choir.
So did you guys do theater in high school together?
Allison did.
I did.
Yeah.
Did.
Yeah.
What shows did you do in high school at the Newcastle Playhouse or at the Newcastle School District Theater, rather?
Well, okay, so The Music Man, Thoroughly Modern Millie. I'll just go down the line.
Cinderella?
Cinderella, High School Musical, The Wiz. I know I'm forgetting one.
Yeah, I'm trying to think.
Was The Wiz your senior year?
Yes.
Yeah. What was that like?
It was fun and sad. That's when I started really understanding what getting into character meant, and that was fun. But I was just so sad to be graduating, but I loved it. I loved being Dorothy in The Wiz.
If you haven't seen The Wiz, there was a pretty good live version. I don't know how you felt about the live production when they did. You can pretty much buy the DVD.
Amazing.
My daughter Cagney, when she was a baby, watched it religiously every day. So when they did theater camp this year, it was pretty cool because they sang "Ease on Down the Road." So she was really excited about that.
Saw that video.
But to me, The Wiz, as far as a live production, is better than The Wizard of Oz. I mean, the music's better. It's more upbeat. I don't want to say the music's better. It's just a little more entertaining, more modern.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, like
Right.
Wizard of Oz is
True.
a classic, but The Wiz is just like, The Wiz.
I think there's a lot of room in that show. There's a lot to have like genuine heart moments and everything like that.
Yeah.
And so the song "Home" is like one of the.
Yeah, the showstopper.
Have you sang the song "Home" since high school?
For auditions, I sang for like 2 auditions, but that's it.
Oh, for auditions.
But then I stopped singing it because I don't know, it just got boring to sing.
It's understandable.
Give us a little something. That's episode
She said
Maybe later.
That's episode 2.
Well, before we went on, she did say Allison did say she was warmed up.
Yeah.
Because she is starring as Sandy, the squirrel, in SpongeBob the Musical, which I just saw on Saturday. and it was amazing. They
you.
gave a lot of effort and a lot of heart, a lot of energy. The production quality is tremendous. They just got
Amazing.
They just got a new
projection
screen.
and
Oh, did they?
projector,
That's
I'm pretty
awesome.
sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and
Can't wait
it's
to see it.
the color is amazing. It's beautiful. It looks
The
so.
pictures look incrable.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see it.
Yeah.
Don't
Yes.
spoil it for
And
me.
that's directed by veteran director Brent Rogers,
Mm-hmm.
who's been at the Playhouse for quite some time now. And also the lighting is beautiful as well. There's so many different colors.
Aaron.
I mean, the lighting is its own character in the show to me. I thought
Aaron is phenomenal.
Aaron Vigiano.
I'm like, how'd you do that?
Yeah.
It's just,
Yeah.
Yeah.
wow.
I'm looking for I'm definitely gonna have him on the show at some point
Oh,
because
for sure.
my man is just a genius, and we're very lucky to have him
Yes.
at the Newcastle Playhouse, and as well as both of you and many ours.
Thank you.
But yeah, that stars. Who else is in that show that we might know?
Woo. Trevor Keener, Ted. I forget how to say his
Ted
last name.
Froats, I believe.
Ted Froats,
He's
yes.
a newcomer. Huh? He's
Okay, I
playing
was gonna say, I don't
Patrick.
know that name.
Trevor's playing SpongeBob. Then we got
I call her Shanna Banana, but Shanna Salzano,
she's playing
Darren Salzano. She's playing Karen. Darren's playing Patchy and a ton of other characters in the show. In this show, you get to, the ensemble gets to switch from being a sardine to a pirate to a, sardines are super sea star savior worshipers. They worship Patrick in the show. I can't remember what else, but they get to switch different costumes.
That's fun.
They're in the Squidward number, I'm Not a Loser.
They're in so many costumes, you almost
Yeah.
lose track of who's who because
It's like everyone in the show is a lead. It's like everyone
Yeah.
has like
I love
a
shows
lot of
like
things
that.
to do.
yeah, you would
I
think
love that.
it's just SpongeBob, but I mean it's a huge ensemble
Mm-hmm.
effort. Connor Proctor and Alex Hazen are also
Connor.
big parts of the show. They both really bring great
Alex,
characters.
as Plankton, Connor's
Oh.
Squidward.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, I
He's
cannot wait to
hilarious.
see
He's
it.
hilarious.
That's awesome.
There's a rap, right?
Yeah.
I mean, and
Alex does?
Yeah, he's like Machine Gun Kelly, Midwest spitting, you know.
So good.
And I was over there going like this. I was like,
Yeah.
Oh my gosh,
So
I
it was-
can't wait.
yeah,
So
so
good.
It's a lot of fun,
That's
especially if
awesome.
you're familiar with SpongeBob and grew up watching it. They do a great job.
Yeah.
And go get your tickets. I mean, there's Thursday,
Yes.
Friday, Saturday,
Yes.
Sunday. 4 more chances to see it. Go on NewcastlePlayhouse.org and get those tickets or call the office any day this week, really.
And if the website says 2:30, that is wrong. It starts at 2:00 on Sundays. Okay, so get there at 2.
2 o'clock. 'Cause
And you'll see.
there are some theaters all over the place, like with matinees, right? Playhouse always has started at 2 o'clock.
Yeah.
But there are places that start at 2:30, sometimes 3 o'clock. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, at the Playhouse it's always 2 o'clock, and then the night shows are at 7:30.
Yeah.
But speaking of that, though, Holly, you've been at the Playhouse pretty much your whole life.
20 years, yeah, because I started when I was 8, and now I'm 28.
Oh, when you were
20.
8?
Been a minute.
So you've been there for 5 years longer than I have.
Yeah, I did my first show with Cav in 2004. I was a
We love
Munchkin
Cav.
in The Wizard of Oz.
What a better way to start, right?
And then I did every Wizard of Oz after that. I think there's like 4 of us that have done all 5 productions
Really?
of Oz there.
I did one. I am honored
That's
to be
impressive.
in have shows.
Yeah, there's only a small handful of us. I think it's Dr. Jeremy, Lynn Rafferty, Phil Clark,
Oh.
John Chambers,
Love Phil.
myself, and I want to say, and Dr. Jeremita. There's,
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he was the
Chambers has been the whole time too. Wow.
yeah.
Who's the Wicked Witch? Who was?
Lynn Rafferty.
Okay,
oh my
that's
God.
Lynn.
Yeah, she's amazing.
Lynn
Oh, I
has
love
been.
She played bridge with my grandma.
Yeah, I mean,
Cute.
Lynn's a living legend.
She's so cute.
Yes.
She is a legend, yeah.
In Youngstown, I mean, she's been in probably 150 shows
Oh my
in her
gosh.
lifetime.
Yeah, I remember when I first got cast as an 8-year-old, my mom was telling me she's a legend, like she's been seeing her in all these shows at the Youngstown Playhouse, and I was like, oh, that's awesome. And then by the time I was in college, still doing The Wizard of Oz, I was sharing a dressing room with her, and I was just like, oh my God, she's
Wow.
incredible.
Yeah.
She never ages.
No.
She's the
Wow.
most talented woman I know. She's incredible.
No, she's looked the same for about 30
I
years,
know.
probably. There are some people that just they just look. I mean,
Yeah.
they're like fine wines, you know. And that Lynn is definitely
Yeah.
one of
Period,
those.
Lynn.
Period.
Period.
If you're watching,
Come on, Lynn.
I don't know if
Come
Lynn
on,
has
Lynn.
Facebook, but we'll have
Come
to
on,
make
Lynn.
sure she is aware that she's
Yes.
because
I think she might. Or I
she
have her
deserves being mentioned
Oh my gosh,
as-
yeah. You should do like a legend episode.
A legend. Oh, though we're gonna have all kinds of
legend
things.
meeting
So,
lady, yeah.
the more, if you come up with any ideas, just send them
Yeah.
to me because
Got
I do have a
you.
list of like just so many people that I want to have on this
my
show. I mean, it's really exciting. I mean, anybody that I've worked with, I would be willing to have on this show for the most part. I mean,
Yeah.
You should talk about yourself at some point too.
at some point,
Sure.
Yeah, we're
Amazing.
gonna ask you questions.
you can ask me questions.
Well, how did you get started at
How
the
did I?
Playhouse?
Oh my god.
Yeah.
You met your wife through theater,
I did.
which
Yes.
is incredible, and now you have 2 daughters that left theater and one on the
Wait,
way.
Yeah, they just put on their own little
Girl
2-minute show yesterday for us.
Oh, love that.
So yeah, they're very dramatic. Our house is very dramatic. We have very very high highs, very low. We're all over the place because we're theater people
That's
and
so fun.
Yeah.
we express emotion, you know. But thank you. I mean, I got started. I did sports all my life, and obviously I'm a little height deficient. So sports didn't work as well for me for a while, and I still love sports. I'd still play them if someone asked me. But I went to see Jersey. I was a late bloomer. My grandma got me into musicals as a young kid. I saw all the Rodgers and Hammerstein movies and West Side Story, Sound of Music, and when I was 17, I saw Jersey Boys on Broadway, my first time to New York, and I was like, oh, I got to do this. This is what I got to do. It clicked, and then I auditioned for Guyz and Dolls for Mike Cavalier in 2009, and I
Is
got
that
cast.
in Shannock?
Yeah.
When you were nicely?
Yes.
Yeah.
Nicely.
I saw that.
And then I got to play 10 years later at the Playhouse, which was awesome because I was
Yeah.
like, oh, I sing better now. I can do all kinds of stuff better. So I can't wait to play this again, you know.
That's so awesome.
So yeah, I mean, to make a long story short, like here we are, 55? It's a fly. 50.
It's the theater bug.
I think.
The theater bug.
Yeah, the theater bug. It's contagious.
Yeah.
But I think I've been in about 55 shows since then, pretty
That's
much.
incredible.
But now, like in my last 7-8 years having kids, I get to do about 1 show a year, and it's more special to me doing shows now, I would say, because it really means something, and I'm not just like, and I
Like doing every show.
I really get to focus on like one character. So I'm really excited to play Barfy in Spelling Bee coming up, because that's a great character role, and I love doing characters. So
Go see that
I'm
too.
really
Yes.
excited. to
Get
do
your
that.
tickets.
Playhouse.
Season
Get your
passes
tickets.
make a great Christmas gift.
Absolutely, they really do. But so you started. I mean, you've been doing it since you were 8.
Yeah, I think my mom probably knows the exact number, but I think it's like, I think Newsies was my 35th, something
Wow.
like that. Yeah.
You've been doing a lot of those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Done a
I
lot.
probably should have been prepared. I haven't been counting.
Well, you kind of mix it up though, Allison, because you're on stage and you also have quite a nice film career as well.
Yes.
Tell us. I mean, you were in Tom Hanks's movie.
Man Called Otto.
Man Called Otto.
The most recent one is the Deliverance. It's a horror film.
Has that
It's
come
coming
to
out.
Netflix yet?
It's coming out on Netflix in August. So, yeah, I'm an extra, but go and look for me.
Please.
If you look her up on
is
IMDb,
the
yes. But if you look her up on IMDb, she does have a name. She's credited.
Yes,
So
she's incredible.
It's not just an extra. It's
there's
more
no-
than that.
Thank you.
it's Allison Hood.
Period.
So you get to do your two of your feature films, Tom Hanks and Glenn Close is I believe starring in The Deliverance.
Yes, she is.
Yeah.
Oh my
And
Speaking
Monique,
of Peter Legends.
Miss Lawrence, Caleb.
Oh, Monique's in it.
Yes. Wow. I don't know how to say his last name, but he's from Stranger Things.
Okay.
And is it Andrade or Andrade?
I don't know, but
She's
so,
in it as well.
Yeah, so it's a nice cast, and that comes
Yeah.
out in August.
Yeah, they say it's a stacked cast. I didn't realize it until I saw the cast list, but yes, August on Netflix.
So how long did you have to shoot something like that? Like how long were you on set?
A few days actually. We were on set, and each day was like maybe 13 hours or 14 hours. It's like it sounds bad, but it feels so good just being there
Oh, I'm sure.
and learning so much
Yeah.
about just you get to watch and learn.
Oh, I'm sure.
But yeah, and meeting new people and what's his name? Omar Epps. There was a point where he
Omar
was
Epps.
sitting on the couch and talking to us and telling us, not telling us what we should do with our money, but he was suggesting what to do with our money when we get our money. And the first thing you want to do is invest in a business of your own, so you can be your own boss. And
Yeah.
he was just saying, just spitting
giving
a
you
lot
good
of
advice.
yes.
Incredible.
So
Yeah.
Omar Epps, one of my first thing comes to mind is Love and Basketball.
Yes.
Love and Basketball. If you haven't, that's a great movie if you like basketball and romance movies. I don't really like romance movies, but I like basketball, and it's a great bit of both worlds. So Omar, hope you're watching.
Where was that filmed? Was that Pittsburgh or Cleveland? Okay,
Yep, it was in
cool.
Pittsburgh.
That's incredible.
They film
Yeah.
quite a bit in Pittsburgh.
film a
Yeah,
lot,
people
yeah.
don't think so, but they do.
So is that through
Oh, and Mayor Kingstown too. They filmed in Pittsburgh
Mayor
and in
Kingstown?
Newcastle, so that was fun.
Oh yeah, were you on that?
I was in Pittsburgh, and I guess a few other people that were in Pittsburgh came to Newcastle to film, but I filmed in Pitt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Oh,
that's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
So
it's incredible.
Thank you.
yeah, I mean, not many people get to say you know,
No.
they've been on
Thank you. That means a lot.
in a movie with.
It's a lot.
It's amazing. Yeah, like I don't know anybody else besides Allison that can say that they've been in
Thank you.
those movies.
Not
That's
like
awesome.
that. No.
Yeah, no.
I mean, I was in like a very low budget horror movie, and that was a great time. And I'm just
Tell us
glad
where to
that-
find it.
You can find it on Tubi.
Wait, is that is that the one that we did it? We filmed it at Pearson
No, that
Park.
was
Did we
a
do like a
short-
short film
Yes,
or
we
something?
did.
Was that what
Hestia.
Hestia. Or
Oh, I was gonna say
Hestia.
what, the swamp. I thought it was the swamp one. I was gonna say
No,
the-
there was like a quick little thing we did a couple years ago.
Yeah, Aiden Karstad, who's currently in Chicago, from Newcastle, went to Lincoln Park. Pretty much one of the first students that did like film at Lincoln Park Performing Arts, I believe. He did a lot of short films when he was here, and he was like 15 years old. I mean, he was really young.
wow.
And I met him at a family event of his, and he was like, "Hey, you want to be in a movie?" And I was like, "Sure."
That's awesome.
Why not?
You know, so he's really talented though. His cinematography is awesome. But Holly and I were.
I
she
remember
had a,
that.
She had a bit in that with me.
Yeah, that was fun.
It's called Hestia. It's on YouTube if you want to check it out. It's a silent short film.
Ooh.
Pretty silent. Like there's
love
some
silent
there's
film.
some words, and it's in black and white, so there's definitely like an aesthetic
Yeah.
to it, and it got some recognition and some film fests and
Yeah,
stuff.
I was gonna
Good.
say,
Pretty good.
Good.
And,
something.
but I think Aiden's still doing well. I've seen a couple shorts coming up. Haven't talked to him recently, but
Yeah.
he's definitely got to look out for because
Oh,
if he ever
yeah.
comes to Pittsburgh, I mean, hopefully I'm hoping he does a big feature pretty soon. But
Yeah.
we'll see.
We have so much talent in this area.
We
Yeah.
do.
And I'm
we
just
really
so
do.
glad that you're starting this. And honestly, like, it's an honor to be here with Allison and with you on the first episode. So
feel
honestly,
the
like, I
same
mean it
way.
from the bottom of my heart. Like, I'm so glad. And I've been saying that. I think you and I talked about it, like, just a little bit, like, on Facebook when we were talking, just how much talent we have in this area. So the fact that
Yes.
it's actually getting out there is just incredible.
Yes, and I have so much respect for both of you, and as well as many others in this community. And so it's just awesome that we're gonna keep doing this and
Yeah.
talking, and because I think where we're at, I mean, the world is just very crazy, and the best place to escape to, especially with, is live theater. I
Yeah.
mean, you can't beat live
Yes.
theater. And we have a local
Honestly.
playhouse that only charges $16 a ticket, maybe 18. I mean, very affordable.
Yeah.
You can come see someone that's been in big movies,
Yeah.
A-list movies. You can see someone that's did her entire career at the Newcastle Playhouse, worked her way from the bottom to the top. There's just so many
Yeah.
people. Kaylee Davies, my wife Cassie
Your
is.
wife, yeah.
We have a lot of people that have worked professionally in other cities and
Yeah.
in Pittsburgh, New York, and they're showing up at the Playhouse. So a lot of people have maybe downsized their careers even sometimes, and they'll come. You'll see them here. You'll see them at the Strand Theater in Zelienople. So it's really, I mean, it's pretty cool. Like if you go to Strand, you can work with Michael Mara, who's been on Broadway.
Oh, that's cool.
Alan Snyder has done a show at the Strand. It's just really cool, like,
It
to have
is.
these experiences. But more importantly, to put on a good show that's entertaining people. Hopefully, a full house, 330 every night. But that's the goal. I mean, you don't get that with every show. You hope every show sells tickets, but you don't know what's going to and what's not. And
Yeah.
but it doesn't matter if there's 10 people in the audience or if there's
It really doesn't.
10,000
doesn't.
people. If you love being on stage, you're going to give it your all for
Right.
those people that show up.
SpongeBob has really taught me that. Like, it's a show where you have to not be afraid to look stupid because we're adults acting like these goofy characters and we're being so goofy on
Yeah.
stage. And Tech Week, I was like, oh my gosh, everyone's going to think we look so weird or whatever. And then we got to it, I was like, I don't even care.
Yeah.
It's like, this is so much fun. We're so good. This is great. And then we got to our first show, and when I went on stage, I was just like, wow, I just love being immersed in this. The stage was painted. It's like this, I don't want to give you any spoilers.
I was gonna
but
say, don't
you know what
spoil
the
it
stage
for me.
looks
Yeah,
like.
yeah.
I'm like, whoa, I've never seen the stage any other color but black. Mm-hmm. So that was new to me.
And the portals.
Yes, and I'm like, wow, I get to immerse myself in this, and I get to let someone else immerse herself in it. Like, it's just, I love it.
And it's a fairly interactive show. I mean, the audience
Oh, cool.
does
Yeah.
feel like they're involved. And
Yeah.
they're-
I'm
It's
so
funny.
excited. I don't want to wait.
It's funny.
Yeah.
I don't want to wait till Saturday to see it.
yeah.
No,
And
that's
then,
incredible.
like, when things happen in real life, we go on our phones, we're like, oh my goodness, whatever, and then we lock them, and then we get back on stage, and it just takes it away. I can't believe that this does that for me. I love that so much, that it takes away, it takes me out of reality and brings me into a whole new world.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I feel like the more you feel that too, like it's just a better experience for the
Yes.
audience too. Like you could feel like
Yes.
you're being so silly on stage, but that makes it an even better experience.
Yes.
They want to
for the
see
audience.
that.
They want to see that. Like that. I think that's why like SpongeBob is such an incredible musical. Susical was so much fun because we get to be characters.
Yes,
You
yeah,
know,
and you
I
get to-
prefer that over being a regular person
Yeah.
on stage.
Yeah.
I get more nervous when I have to be
Yes.
myself.
Right. When you get to dive into like the land of make believe.
Yes.
Yeah.
And do what you've been doing since you were a little kid, but it's something that you've developed and improved on over a period of time,
Yeah.
and you get to share that with the audience
Yeah.
and your family and friends, and it's just special because they get to see you in a light that they might not have seen you before
Yeah.
when you just started, or they get to see you in different lights based off your characters and the different characters
Yeah.
you've played and
Yeah.
things like that.
It's so special. And just like, that made me think of like, even seeing kids grow up now that, you know, I'm an adult, like seeing little kids, like I think of like Matthew Vatter, who I first saw him in The Lion King Jr. when he was a little vulture. And then I got to be in Newsies with him, and I think he's taller than me now. Like, it's just so special to see them having that experience too.
It's funny you mentioned that because, you know, I played Horton, the elephant,
Oh yeah, he was JoJo.
and he was JoJo, and he was a little bit shorter than me at the time, but you could tell. I said, by the end of this run, you're going to be taller
Yeah.
than me.
He probably
I mean-
outgrew his costume
I mean,
by the end of the run.
Within a year, I mean, he did a little appearance at White
Yeah.
Christmas, and he must have been, he's probably like 5'11" already.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I know he's taller than me now because I saw him and I was just like, okay, just so and that's so special too. And just to see the kids love it and stick with it and like form their own little like groups, like it just
Not
warms
even
my
just doing shows with kids, but I'm doing a show with Jason Pastor, one of my teachers.
Oh my God.
I'm like, what? He's
Jason.
amazing. And I'm like, I didn't know you could do all this.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's so much fun, and
I
he
love that
prays over the
too.
cast every show, like right before every show, which is so beautiful. His prayers are always amazing. And yeah, that blows my mind.
Jason, he said,
I
"You're
love
all-
looking stupid.
We don't look stupid. We look good. But yeah, you get it. You get it.
Jason, he's
so
another one. He hasn't done. He appeared in White Christmas. Now he's in SpongeBob. He hasn't done a show prior for like years.
I was gonna say, I don't think I know that name.
Yeah,
I went to Newcastle, but I don't think I ever had
I
him.
mean, you wouldn't unless you had him.
Yeah.
I mean, because he really.
That's incredible though. I mean,
he's-
he was awesome in
he's-
White
he's
Christmas.
from- yeah, I mean, he really, he brings. I mean, he's just such a committed.
I love men
character.
in theater. We need more. Jason, get your friends. We need more grown men.
Come on, Jason.
Come on, Jason.
Jason, if you let Jason, he will improvise on stage until you
26.
break character.
Okay.
Oh,
is
he's
that-
watching. I can't believe he's watching.
26 years. So he's.
That's incredible.
His hiatus was as long as basically how old you both are.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yes,
And he doesn't even
I'm
look old.
26. Yes, that's how old I
You're
am.
26. I'm 28 now. But yeah,
Aw.
and it's just so
He
nice.
said he's trying. Yes, we love that energy.
And that's another thing. I'm glad you brought him up because we do have a great group of kids coming up in the area. I mean, they love theater.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, they love it, huh? They're showing up in every show they can
On
possibly.
TikTok, doing
Oh
their
my
thing.
gosh, I love it. That's my favorite thing. And like when the parents will come up to me and just be like, I wanted to bring my kid to like a theater thing. Do you know anything? I'm like, Rising Star. Get them to Rising Star
Yes.
Theater Camp right now, because I think that's how I started, and then auditioned for Mini Stars, and it just grows your confidence.
And Rising Stars is what those pictures are on the back wall of the Playhouse, right?
That's
the
Stars
start-
of Tomorrow.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Oh no, go ahead. No, you're good.
Sorry.
That's the Stars of Tomorrow. That's Stars of Tomorrow.
I love those pictures. I was like, I
Yeah.
wish I could have been that, but
Yeah.
I'm here now. It's fine. I'm fine with
Yeah,
this.
I never did that. I was a late bloomer with that. I mean, I was 17 when I started doing theater, so I never did the Stars of Tomorrow, and I never did.
I was in it with Mini Stars. Yeah. Like we used to have the whole second act. Yeah.
But there were
We
some
would-
names that you were probably in there with.
Oh, I was in Mini Stars with Amber Ardolino,
Who is-
who was Marsha Murphy. I think that show just closed the end of June. In A Beautiful Noise, she was in Hamilton,
Broadway.
Broadway. Yeah, Natalie Gallo, who's also from the area. She was
Broadway.
in that.
I've had people ask me, do you know my cousin or I think he said his daughter? He's like, Natalie Gallo?
Uh-huh.
I don't, but I would love to know
Yes.
her. I would.
Yeah,
Oh my God.
she's
I'm obsessed with both of them.
she's phenomenal. I mean, she's one of the. She came from the Shannock, and I got to see her. She was on Mamma Mia on Broadway forever,
Yeah.
for a very long time.
Yeah, she did the tour when she graduated high school. I think.
And when the lead, Sophie, is it?
Sophie.
That you played at one point.
No, I wasn't Sophie.
Oh, you weren't Sophie.
No.
I'm sorry.
I got a call back, but I got cut. No, I'm kidding. I got
Sorry.
I love you, Mark. I was one of Sophie's friends.
You can't get them all.
I want to, yeah.
It's okay. It's fine.
You win some, you lose some. Well, no, I think that's a good
You were
point.
in it.
No, I was in it, but I do want to. I think it's a good thing to bring up
Great,
because,
yes.
like, when I go into auditions, like, I circle director's choice. Like, you can pull every single audition I've ever had, and it says director's choice because I just want to be in the show. Mamma Mia, that was one of the most fun shows I've ever been in. I was in the ensemble because I got to dance. I love it so much. There's nothing I hate more than like having to have all the pressure of learning lines and I'm standing backstage while everyone's doing a fun dance number. Like I want to be doing that too.
You've done it all. You've been.
Yeah, and I think
The
that's
smallest part and you've been the
smallest
biggest
part,
part.
and and then I've done incredible shows with Allison, like a chorus line. Like that show will always stick out to me.
That show
as
was, yeah.
one of my
Sheila
favorite-
could not dance. Okay.
Yes, she could. Yes,
She was
could.
okay. She was okay, but she
Sheila,
this Sheila couldn't dance. Okay.
I wouldn't even have noticed. I just, you were very powerful in that show.
Yes, she was
you.
incredible.
Very much so.
You were.
Incredible.
You were.
Yeah, you guys were both awesome in that show.
Thank you.
That show was fun. We got to meet so many people too from other areas.
I know. So many.
I want to. There were only 4 of us from Newcastle. I want to say it was me, you, Kaylee, and Roger,
Roger?
if I'm not
Wow,
mistaken.
that's it.
Well, and then we had the kid. I can't remember his name, so I'm so sorry. He stepped in like Tech Week and covered for
Oh,
somebody.
baby, I don't remember.
He was the Italian. He's
the
service.
tall one.
Coy Price
Big
said he
parts are
saw.
where it's.
Oh, he saw
wait,
Natalie.
bit parts are where it's at. A lot of freedom there. Yes.
Oh yeah, and cab shows are usually the shows where I circle whatever. Director's choice,
Yes.
just put me in there.
directors, Put me in there.
I love your shows.
please.
Just put me in there.
Yeah.
But
And
yeah.
Cav, like because he's gonna put you
Where he wants you.
likes
Yes.
you, and
I love that.
And it is great because he's right a lot of the time.
Oh my God, yeah,
Mostly
his
all the
casting is
time.
spot
I mean,
on.
Spot on.
he's always spot on.
I can't
Oh,
wait
yeah.
to see Spelling Bee. Spot
He
on.
and Bren and Amy. I mean, I'd only ever worked with Amy as a choreographer, so being able to be directed by her and Newsies and choreographed by her was just incredible.
Amy
And
Poulter.
yeah, she's
She gave me so
amazing.
much freedom, and I cried pretty much every night after practice because it was just, I loved it. I was able to just be free
Yeah.
and and play with meta. So that was fun.
She pulls your strengths out and just like that,
Yeah.
that you don't even know you had sometimes. And it's like,
Yes.
oh, I just did that.
Love
Like
it.
I had never put on a tap shoe in my life before Newsies.
Oh,
And
baby, you ate that up. Ate that.
no. Well, you know.
Yes, you did. You know you did.
No,
You know you did.
no.
You know you did. It was so good.
Pull up those comments. They're probably like, no, she didn't.
Man, it
No.
was so good.
But no, she just, she makes you feel confident up there to be able to fake it, I guess. That's what I
Yep.
did.
Yeah.
Fade it till I make it.
See, like I go through phases with that. Like like you just said, you like to tap dance. Like you love that you got to tap dance for the first time. Like there's like sometimes like in my I'm like, oh, I just want to park and bark in this show. You know? And then there's other times like, okay, I just want to go like do the crazy dance and be nuts and do that shtick, you know?
Yeah.
Like, and it's just like, that's another cool thing about all these different shows and opportunities. You just get to like
Yes.
explore different parts of yourself.
Oh my God, yeah.
Yes.
So, but I mean, I think, you know, you guys have done how many shows together?
Together, like 4, 5.
I was just talking to somebody and was like, I don't know who it was, but they were like, I was in that show with you, and I'm like, good. I remember that, but I don't remember what shows I was in with what people.
Yeah, I'm trying
I
to think.
just
Chorus
know
Line and Newsies off the top of my head.
How to
They're
Succeed.
How to Succeed. Oh,
Yes,
yes.
yes, I forgot about that one.
Wow, we
too.
were all in that. And
We
Huh.
were.
yeah, speaking of Mike Cavalier and
That
putting
show.
you in spots that sometimes you don't even know you're best for. Because
I'm getting a little chilly. I'm
when
putting
I
my
auditioned
jacket
for
on.
that show, I knew the show, but I think part of me wanted to play Finch.
Yeah.
Okay. Of course.
Then you woke up? No, I'm kidding.
And then he texted me and said, well, Brandon was in it. So when I realized Brandon auditioned, I was like, oh, yeah, he's going to be Finch because he dances and he's...
Oh, he's in what, Chicago now doing
Yeah,
theater?
Brandon is in
He's
Chi-
incredible.
Yeah,
He's doing, I don't know what show he's doing.
He
I follow him,
did
but-
Spelling Bee recently. He did
saw that.
Grease.
Didn't he do Grease? I was just going to say, I thought I
He's
saw
done
him
a
do
few
Grease.
plays that I've never heard of, but they're professional, so he's
Yeah.
working. And I think he always will, as long as he can dance, because he's tall. He's incredibly intelligent.
Oh my gosh.
So many of you that are watching have been in a show with Brandon, like he just brings an extra like
An extra energy,
Yeah.
and love and passion. Passion is like the only really
Yeah.
word
Reminds
that-
me of Thomas too. Keep going with Brent. Keep going.
Yeah, but anyways, with that show, so yeah, Brandon
Thomas
got
Brandon.
Finch. But then he's like, Marky, I want you to play Brat. He's the character role. He's the head of the executive. or
Incredible.
whatever. And
Sorry, I'm just thinking about some of
yeah,
your
and
lines.
I was like, and then it ended up being like one of my favorite things to do. And it was like a great character experience. And I think that show. And you played
Hetty LaRue.
And what?
I didn't have to do any acting for that
And I got
show.
to bark.
I just
Holly was in her. Yeah, she just had to do.
I just had to
Holly.
be me.
And I got to
that was
bark
fun.
at you.
You got to bark, yeah. You got to bark at my chest.
Yes.
And my backside too, I think.
Oh, everywhere. Yeah,
Everywhere.
that didn't matter.
Yeah.
With my wife behind
With your wife
me.
right next to you. But we love Cassie.
And that's why it's
so-
called acting. You know? And then Allison, your character was you showed up, Miss Jones.
There are 2 versions of that show.
Yes.
And he called me and said, "Can you scat?" I don't remember the full conversation, but I just remember this. I was like, something was like, you only say yes to these things so you can get the part. And I'm like, yes, I can scat. He was like, okay, we'll see you tomorrow, or for the callbacks. And I was like, okay, cool. I called my friend Herbie and was like, so how do you scat? And he taught me how to scat.
Well,
He
you
broke it down.
You did.
And
Amazing.
I stayed up all night learning how to scat. And they did that version of the show over
That was the
Over
90. It was more the 92 revival or whatever year it was with Broderick, or maybe 95.
Not the Harry
Matthew
Potter
Broderick
version.
and I don't know who played.
Harry Potter.
But instead of doing that soprano-y voice as
Yeah.
the secretary, as Miss Jones, you got to belt it out.
Stole
and
the show.
Praise the Lord.
Incredible. That's one of those ones where I was standing backstage, like, why couldn't I have been a guy? Because I want to dance in this show.
I love that show.
We got to dance around her and and she was just the angel in the middle. And
Yes.
Loved it.
It was Brotherhood of Man,
Incredible.
probably one of the best numbers.
Oh my
that I've
gosh,
ever been
yes,
a part of.
absolutely. That's
Probably.
a showstopper.
And Coy Price just commented, who was also in it, that he said one of the best shows we've done, and I'd have to
I would agree, yeah.
I mean, it was
Hard.
quite a really stacked cast.
Coffee
Oh my
break.
God.
Coffee
Coffee
break
break.
was the one. Oh man, I remember you guys practicing it. I was just recording it, and I'm like, this looks good already. I can't imagine what it's gonna look like on stage.
Cassie and
it was
Banda
crazy.
Yeah.
they
Oh my
led
gosh.
that, but
Cassie.
And that was when I first met Cassie, I believe, and I obviously fell in love with her right from the get-go. It's just incredible.
yeah, 2018, right?
Yeah, I
2018.
think so.
That was maybe her first Playhouse show, I believe. 'Cause
Yeah, that sounds about
I always said
right.
she's kind of I call it the Daniel Day-Lewis of musical theater, because she only does one show every 5 years. Or 10
But
years.
when she does it, it's incredible.
yeah, and Yeah, so.
No,
you
that
know,
that was a great.
And I said,
show,
I'm like
too.
the Eugene Levy. I show up and everything. But I've been better. I've slowed down.
No, hey, listen, if you enjoy doing it, then and you're
keep
good at
going,
it,
keep going.
just-
Oh, it was 2019. Thanks, Coy. Was it? So it was right before COVID. Yeah.
Yeah, I want to say because I was
Was
in grad
it?
school and it was right before everything shut down. Yeah,
Oh, wow.
I want to say it was the summer before. Yeah, everything shut down.
I just remember standing in the dark room and I was like, yes, I can scat.
Yes, I can.
Sure.
Of course you can. And
I
you
looked
you
it
did.
up and I was like,
and
oh,
you did.
Lord have mercy.
You say yes and learn how to do it, and you did.
And even Mark Nelson scatted. I mean, if Mark Nelson
we
can
can,
scat,
if we
you
can get
scat.
him to scat, no,
I
he
love
was
Mark.
Oh my God, he was so awesome.
He's awesome. Yeah, but
I think the first I saw him was Guys and Dolls. I think that
Yeah,
was the first
as
show I saw
Nathan.
him in. As
that was
Nathan.
That was 2018.
Okay, yeah, that sounds about right.
I have a list of people now that you can get on the show. It's all.
Oh,
Yes.
there's so
I have
many.
them lined up for you.
Yeah. I mean, there's so many themes we could do. I mean, I definitely want to start off with the leading ladies, being part
thank
one,
you.
and then part
As
two.
you should.
Yeah, as we should. Yeah, you have to start with the ladies.
Okay.
And I like at the beginning, I was like, leading ladies like Patty LaPone, and I just blanked. I was like, oh, Beth Level and
Sutton Foster.
Sutton Foster.
Heather Headley.
Yeah, do you guys have leading ladies on Broadway or even locally that inspired you to be on stage or inspire you still, like that you like emulate or that you know?
Well,
Homage?
I would say Sutton Foster was an original one for me. Like when I saw her
yeah.
in Jazzy Chaperone, then I got the chance to play Janet.
Yes.
That was incredible. I mean, locally, like there were so many. I mean, Kaylee Davies is one when I was growing up, just getting to see in these leads, and I said, okay, I could never do that. And
Yeah, no.
yeah,
Cassie.
Marianne Mangini, she's another one.
Mine was Cassie.
Yeah.
It was Cassie.
Aw, I love
Yeah.
Cassie.
Cassie, I was like, I love her. I'm pretty sure I manifested working with her. And I was like, I want to work with her. I do. And Carly Edmond.
Carly
Yeah,
Edmond.
she's incredible. I don't think she's doing theater anymore.
No, she's.
She actually introduced me to theater.
Did she?
She did theater with her
Because you're
dad
neighbors.
Neil. Yeah, we're neighbors, and I had never even, thought of it. And then
Yeah,
I think she was going to audition for
was
Wizard of Oz, and we were best friends. So I was like, I'll go with you, and
I think that was my first
That
show
was
with
it.
Cav.
And that was it.
Which was Bye Bye Birdie. I think it's Bye
Yes,
Bye
it
Birdie.
was. I was in that with you.
Yes, that might have been my first show with him.
2011.
yeah.
That's when that cast was, oh my goodness. I was like, yeah, I want to do this for forever.
We had a lot of young talent in that. And Neil Edmond was the dad, and
Yep.
Jack DeCesare was
Yeah.
Conrad, and Jack works professionally in Chicago.
Yeah, he does.
So I mean, we have a lot of people
We have a
that
lot.
have really
Yeah.
pursued it, and like to be honest, like I love I would perform at the Playhouse over anywhere.
Oh yeah, yeah. I ventured out a couple times, and I had great experiences. I did one show at the Red Barn Theater, and I did one
When?
They did Sound of Music when I was 16 because I played
Oh,
Liesel
okay.
because I remember being like,
So
oh,
I
so-
missed it. What was that?
Well, I did it here too, but then what else was I in? Brent Rogers, he did Annie at the Comptra.
So you've done a few at the con.
I
in
did one at the
Cranberry.
Comptra in Cranberry,
Same
yeah.
Sister Act for me.
Yeah, you were
Contra.
Sister Act.
Brent.
Yeah.
Which I had great experiences there too, but I mean the NCP
Did
will
we all
always
do
be my
Contra
home.
around the same time, but never like ran into each
Probably.
other?
I saw you walking out of the door in rehearsal,
then
and you were
walking
coming
in.
in, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's a great
I want to
theater,
do
too.
Sister Act at the Playhouse.
Yes.
Ooh, that's what I
Ooh.
wanted to ask you. What shows would you want to do at the Playhouse?
At the Playhouse.
Yes.
Oh gosh. Honestly, a dream show that would be I have always wanted, and it's not even like so much because it's like my favorite. It's not really my favorite or anything, but it's such a powerful musical that if we had the right group, it would be.
Wait, can we say it at the same time? I want to see if we're thinking of the same
Okay.
musical.
One,
2, 3. Jesus
Les
Christ
Mis.
Superstar.
No.
Les Mis and Superstar are
Yeah.
two.
I was going to say
great
Aida.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a good
So
one.
I've done Superstar a few times, so like I wouldn't care. I wouldn't
Yeah.
bother doing it again. Like I don't really care. Like,
That would be my
I
dream.
played Jesus. I played Simon and with Alan Snyder as Jesus. So like, you know, I love that show.
Yeah.
But yeah,
No, Les Mis is
that would be a
another
good show to do. But yeah, Les Mis, like we could really do.
Oh my God.
I think we could do it.
Yeah. I
Some
know
people are
Cap
on there
doesn't
like,
have
"You're
Facebook,
crazy."
but Cap get on.
For some people, are like no. But
Oh, no. I
are
think
a
you
fan of
could do
Les Mis?
any show.
Les Mis?
Yeah.
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 It's good.
Phantom, we should just like spread our wings, just go for it.
Might as well.
Are the rights out
Might
yet
as well.
for
I don't,
Phantom?
probably not.
Let's just do it.
Let's just do it.
A lot of good shows have gotten the rights. Like Jersey Boys is out. You'll see. I think they're doing that up in is it the
Pittsburgh or
Academy
Cleveland?
Theater?
Oh.
They're doing near Erie-ish.
Cool.
Daryl Whitney and Ted Watts, I think, put that on. Daryl Whitney, who I don't know if you know him, but he did a lot of shows in Pittsburgh, but and I worked with him. He actually, speaking of Daryl Whitney, he was in the last Ted Neely tour of Jesus Christ Superstar as Caiaphas. He's a really low voice, and I met him on tour where I met my wife, Cassie, at Pittsburgh CLO's Gallery of Heroes, where he was the stage manager and he was in the show with us. Okay. And now he runs the Academy Theater. I believe he runs. And then Ted Watts is there with them, who also he's been in a few big time movies and had small parts in those, and has been directing for years. So they do some good stuff up there. But I've never been up there, but I don't know if Jersey Boys has started yet, but that'd be a good one to go see too.
Yeah, there's so many shows that.
Yeah,
I think
Next to Normal is
Next
one
to
that.
Normal. Dear Evan Hansen.
Yeah, Next to Normal.
I love that.
I've been wanting to do a Next to Normal since I could have played Gabe, but now I'd probably be the dad. That's how long that's been out. No. Or the doctor, maybe. I don't know. Or none of them, maybe.
That's like me with Legally Blonde. Like, I was like, oh, I want to be Elwood, but now I'm looking more towards Brooklyn at this point.
Yeah.
No, you could be Elwood still.
No, I'm too old.
Yeah, we
I'm
haven't,
too old.
we haven't done Legally Blonde.
That's a fun one.
There's definitely a few shows.
There's so many fun shows.
I'm a geek, though. Like, I love the classics.
Yeah.
Rodgers and Hammerstein. I like Sondheim. I know we're always a little hesitant to do Sondheim, but Into the Woods would be another good one to do.
I remember doing that music in college, and what song was it? It was one where one person talks and the next person talks, and I can't remember what song it was, but
I've never seen Into the Woods.
I haven't seen it
never
either.
seen
I
it.
only did the music.
But you can see the whole live production on YouTube.
Man, it's hard.
Can you?
Bernadette Peters. That's
Okay.
the witch.
Yeah, remember?
She's
Another
good.
leading lady.
Ooh, she's good.
Yeah, Bernadette.
Ooh, I want to do Chicago.
Chicago. I'll need to lose like 20
It's
pounds.
another show that's like in that. Is Burlesque a musical? Is it like that, or is it just that kind of-
Burlesque. I don't think they've ever made that a stage adaptation. They did make what's the other one?
Moulin Rouge?
Rouge.
Yeah.
Moulin Rouge is they turned it.
I was gonna say I know I've heard that song before.
Someone
I think
said
it is
that's
from Moulin
amazing.
Rouge.
Oh yeah, Aaron Tveit
Yeah.
belts the crap out of that show. But yeah, Chicago would be good.
Yeah, Chicago would be fun.
That would be a lot of fun.
Let's see I wish they would make The Greatest Showman. Yes.
Oh,
Greatest
that would
Showman.
be so good.
I haven't even watched that movie yet, to be honest. But everybody seems to love it.
You'll love it.
Yeah, you think?
Hugh
You'll love it. You'll be
Jackman,
singing all
yes.
Hugh's songs.
Wolverine.
Do you like Oklahoma?
I love Oklahoma.
You do?
Yeah.
Would you want to do that at the playoffs?
Weren't we in that together?
Yeah, they did
Were
that.
you?
Yeah,
Yeah, we
Brent
were
did
in that
it
together.
back in like 2011.
Nuh-uh.
I think I was like in 9th grade.
Right before
Yeah.
you did Birdie. It was the spring
Yeah.
show, and then Bye Bye Birdie was 2011. It was
Maybe I
the
need to
summer
look
show.
at the list again. I looked at it.
I should have brought a
Yeah.
program. That way we can go through the back of the program all the
Oh, yeah,
time.
you were in that with me too. Yeah,
My whole
yeah.
family was in that actually.
Really? Oh yeah,
my
everybody
mom
was
and my
in it.
brother. Yeah. I think my dad ushered. Yeah, we
I
all
missed
I got them
out.
all down there. Yeah.
Yeah, it's fun. Like even doing like reviews of like Rodgers and Hammerstein or Sondheim, just to feature the songs that people get to sing. Those are always good. Like,
Oklahoma's a classic. Yeah.
oh yeah,
I think the Youngstown Playhouse is doing that. I saw
they
that
are
one.
doing it this year. This upcoming season. They're doing Beautiful, the Carole King musical, coming up, and it's being produced and I believe music directed by Michael Moritz, who produced it on Broadway and is from Youngstown.
Oh my
He
gosh.
was a big time, did all the music directing mostly at the Playhouse, at the Youngstown
Wow.
Playhouse. And he decided for the 100th anniversary to give back and everything.
That's so cool.
So yeah, Carole King, that comes up in end of August, I believe,
Okay.
at the Powers Auditorium.
Nice.
And
That's awesome.
are you familiar with that musical? Have you?
No,
No.
not at all.
It's pretty.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like it's.
I feel like for as long as I've been doing theater, I don't know any.
Yeah.
Like I my
I've
theater
never even,
like.
you guys probably have, but I've never even seen a Broadway show. So
I've never been to New York City.
What?
Never been to New York City.
Really?
I've been there once with like a club.
So neither
But-
one of you have seen a Broadway
I've never
show.
seen a Broadway show. I've seen like touring companies and stuff,
go
which have
together.
been incredible. We should go. Let's
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw The Lion King.
Let's
They
make
toured
a
in Pittsburgh.
entire trip of it.
That was-
Yeah.
That was it.
Yeah, I've seen some in Pittsburgh. I think I saw one in Cleveland.
Oh, Lion King and Hairspray in Pittsburgh, but
Yeah, I mean, that's
Yeah.
basically Broadway. It's just not.
Yeah.
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 I mean, it is cool to go into
Okay, well,
a
maybe
Broadway
I've
theater,
seen
but-
2 then.
Yeah. You've seen national tours. And, yeah. I mean,
Is
it's-
Toronto? Is that, yeah, Toronto's.
Toronto's pretty awesome.
Yeah, I've
That's
seen
when they used to
Phantom there. That
Oh, you
was
saw
incredible.
the Phantom Toronto. Or the Toronto Phantom. I
The
mean.
Toronto
Phantom
Phantom.
Toronto.
Who did you went into Toronto?
Yeah, I went with like the Breakaway Tours Company, which is in Newcastle. They do really cool bus tours.
I
Like,
saw Phantom too,
Yeah.
but it wasn't. I'm not sure what it was, but they had the chandelier. And,
It like goes over the audience.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool. Yeah.
yeah,
That has to be crazy, like
that was a long time
touring,
ago.
touring the Phantom and having to put that chandelier up at
A
every
million times. Yeah.
Terrifying.
theater in the entire
Probably.
country
Yeah.
that you attend. Someone has to put that
Oh my
chandelier up and make
gosh,
sure it's
It's dirty.
sturdy.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, the production crews, yeah. They don't
That's
get
a
enough
good
credit. So
show.
shout out
That is
to
such
if
a
you've
good
ever worked
show.
backstage at a show or
Yes.
been part of the
Oh,
production
everybody
team.
backstage.
It's incredible.
They have to deal
Yes.
with me. I mean, go on.
Right. On it. No, I'm kidding. No, please.
Well, my younger self was a little rougher, I think, with stage managers. I'm sure there's plenty of stage managers that could say like, oh yeah, he was a pill. But it was
No,
also
you're passionate.
that's
That's
yeah.
what I like to say. You're passionate.
And
And then there's me. I show up. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, no, I
As long as I don't get in trouble.
here.
Okay. Yeah, I'm here.
yeah, it's like it's hard. Like when you care a lot.
No,
sometimes
absolutely, you get-
Tech Week can get a little.
Yeah.
There's always some tempers.
There's so many
flaring.
moving parts in theater, and I just think that everything has to go perfect. I mean, especially in a show like, well, did you do Oz ever?
I never was in it. no.
Yeah, Cav would always tell us, like, if you're in the wrong spot at the wrong time, like, you could literally, like, die. Like, that's how intense that show is, with how many moving parts and people flying and explosions.
And the
like,
trap door.
Trap
Trap
door,
door.
explosions, fires. Yeah, it's, theater's a lot more than just what you see on the stage, and I think that's awesome.
Yeah.
SpongeBob is very technical in a way where there's like the sound effects. Oh my goodness, there's so many. For Tech Week, each night there was another sound effect added. We're like, oh, there's an explosion here. Okay, cool. And then like Squidward does a thing, and it gives him a sound effect. SpongeBob, if he takes a step, maybe he gets a sound effect. I'm like, oh, this is.
Yeah, Brent was telling me
That's so
that
awesome.
was quite a process.
And then
the sound
I do
effects.
a thing. I don't want to spoil it, but I do
Yeah.
a thing with a stick.
I'll just
and
cover my ears.
that whipping thing, and I'm like, oh, I gotta get these right. Gotta get these perfect. But they're pretty much on.
And honestly,
I'm
like
sure they're awesome.
the majority of the sound effects were so on that I didn't even realize they were sound effects half the time.
Honestly.
Yeah, I mean, plus you had the projector came in great use
Oh
because
man, it's so nice.
that's a big part of the show too to add to the cartoon effect. Of
Even
show.
the beginning of the show when you're just sitting in your seats, like the lights make you feel like you're underwater, and then the projection screen shows you like, Sandy walking, SpongeBob, and the jellyfish floating. I love it. That's
I'm
my
not gonna be able
favorite
to
part.
sleep till Saturday.
Holly's so
You having a brush
excited.
up? Let me come see that brush up.
No, we're not.
Holly's gonna come to the show with like big bags on her.
I-
haven't slept this whole
I
time.
need me a brush up,
I
baby.
haven't slept.
But, I'll be
What's
out,
that
I'll be out.
episode where Sandy or SpongeBob doesn't sleep and he has those like
Yeah.
bags under his eyes? That'll be me.
I think it's both. There's an episode
Yeah.
with SpongeBob and an episode with Sandy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
I'm
they
watching
made-
it a lot
I
lately.
can't wait. Now I'm gonna be laughing when you see.
Did you watch the cartoon a lot to like emulate the character, or did you kind of just know that you were
No,
doing?
I watched the musical to see what she did with the accent, if she changed anything. But no, I actually went online and I started looking up what they say in Texas and how they say it. I looked at videos of like a lady saying it on YouTube or saying things on YouTube. Yeah, I went deep into Sandy. Okay.
I
So you-
can't wait. She went deep.
Do you get that deep when you play a character?
I'd like to think I try. I mean, I've just been lucky because, like, I mean, like my last role, the Crucible. I mean, that's just like intense the whole time. So yeah, that character building was pretty intense. And then for Newsies, I have obviously I'm obsessed with that show. So I watched it a million times on Disney Plus. And then I mean, Seussical, that was just so much fun. Like, another one where I really didn't have to do much acting. Like, I've been very fortunate in theater. A lot of shows I've been in, I haven't, I played myself.
Well, there are a lot of actors.
Crucible was the first one that I actually had to.
Really? Because it's a play.
It's intense. It's a play.
drama.
It's drama.
Yeah, where musicals.
Most shows I get cast as just the dumb blonde.
You get typecast.
Yeah, I get typecast a lot.
Well, so do I.
We all have experience with typecast.
But it's fun. I mean, I play that role. I mean, I don't have to act, so
Yeah.
that's who I am. It's all right. I own it.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, and I think, a lot of actors put a lot of themselves in it anyway.
Yeah.
I mean, even if you are putting on an accent, you're still coming from your subconscious.
Right. Absolutely.
Yeah, I usually get like the belting parts, like the lady that
The powerhouse
belts. the
woman, as you
I thought
should.
for sure I was gonna get Pearl. I was like Sandy or Pearl, whatever.
Do they both
But-
have like big? Because
No,
I'll be honest,
Pearl
I couldn't tell you one song
girl,
from the show.
Pearl
Oh.
is belting.
Yes,
Who
Who plays
the
Pearl?
show.
Is that
That's
Lauren?
Lauren Gramsci,
Lauren.
I can't wait.
who's an up-and-comer.
Sandy belts too,
Yeah.
but Pearl
She's
is. Oof.
still in high school. But she just got cast with me in Spelling Bee.
Is she awesome?
Yeah, so she's
She's a doll.
making
Yeah.
her way.
Oh my God, I
she
love
loves
her.
theater. I mean,
So
she's-
She was in
intelligent.
Newsies too. She so
Yup.
like just like people that make you feel good to be around. Like are the people that
Yes.
we've been talking about.
I
like
love those.
That's why I guess I've been
casts.
coming back for
Like,
20 years.
I love that.
now we're gonna talk about the people we don't feel
All
good.
right,
I'm just
so-
kidding. We're not gonna
So,
do that.
look, you know what?
Koi Price. No, I'm kidding. Get those
just
comments
kidding.
going. No, we love Koi.
Yeah, no, Koi's amazing. Koi's not only been a great piece of many shows at the Playhouse, he's also helped a lot with
Oh,
tech
yeah.
and
Didn't he assistant direct the shows at Neshannock? We don't have the comments pulled up, so I can't see him. But I know he did something.
he was assistant director / like stage
Yeah.
manager.
Koi's done it all, too.
For years at Neshannock's high school shows with Cav.
Yeah.
So yeah, he was there when I was there, and I've been friends with Koi ever since then. I
Yeah.
mean, we've been in a lot of shows together. And yeah, he I don't think he's done a whole lot in a while,
Yeah. I'm
but
trying to
I keep
think.
trying to make him come back to do stuff, and he always is like,
I wish we had the comments pulled up so I could see. If he
Maybe
said
I can
anything.
convince him.
But-
Koi, come back, please.
Come back. Come back home.
I mean, he's in fantastic shape. Have you seen him? I mean, he does
Not
that,
recent- I mean-
what's that called?
CrossFit.
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 Yeah. Yeah, he's been doing that for like years. He's like, he's ripped. I mean,
Nice.
He's, it's,
So am I. I've been doing a little
yeah, me too.
fit of the cross.
Can't say I have. But
Yeah, you.
No, I'll work
I just
out.
did my
I'll do that.
pose. I think people clicked off.
I should work out, but I don't.
no.
But working out, that's takes up time.
Hey, try it before school. That's what I've been doing during the school
Have
year.
you?
Yeah, go first thing in the morning. It'll make your
First thing
school
in the
day go
morning?
so fast.
Really?
Yeah.
But like, are you like starving when you're done?
I eat my lunch at like 9 a.m. Yeah,
Your
honestly,
lunch.
because I go to the gym at like 4. Well, like I wake up, get to the gym by like 4:30, and then by the time I get to work, like my lunch it's gone.
It's
Bye.
time to eat.
It's time to eat when I get
It's
to
time to
work.
So in case you didn't know, Holly is also a guidance counselor in Ohio. Hubbard?
Hubbard, yes.
Hubbard.
Yep, for 4 years now.
4 years.
Yeah, well, I'm going into my 4th year.
Going
Yeah.
into your 4th year? Very nice.
Yes.
Are you liking it?
I love it.
Yeah?
I love what I do.
love you.
Yes.
Yes.
I love working with the kids and the families and everything. Every day's different, so it's a lot of fun.
And do you think your background in theater, your experience, do you think that helps you with your job?
Oh my gosh, yes. Like just the fact that I can even talk on the phone to like a parent sometimes, and I know that seems like it would be nothing, but it can be nerve-wracking sometimes. So just the fact that I feel confident to talk
The
and
communicating
the
part
communicating
is
part.
very, that's what I've
yes.
noticed as a teacher as well. It's
Yeah,
like
the communication part is huge.
theater helps big time because you know how to present yourself.
Right, and like in staff meetings, I always have to talk to the whole district, so that really, that would be nerve-wracking, especially because I'm on the younger side too of my staff. So that can be nerve-wracking too when I'm talking to teachers that I've been teaching for as long as I've been alive, So
Yeah.
I just kind of get up there and pretend like I'm performing, and it's good.
Now, do any of the teachers there do any of them do theater over there?
So the one teacher at my school, she directs. Her name's Mary Davis. She's incredible. She teaches social studies. And I'm so lucky at my school. They actually surprised me during Rocky Horror. I don't know if you knew this. Like they got this big group of teachers together, like 15 of them, and they came to see me in Rocky Horror. And like I didn't know, and I started crying. Like I started tearing up on stage, and I was like, wait, no, I can't do this because it's so.
I loved Rocky Horror. You were great. in
Oh
that.
well, thank you. Another one I didn't have to do any acting. I'm kidding.
Well, you were the
Janet.
And who played that in the movie was
What's it? Oh gosh, is it? What's her name?
Yeah, Susan Sarandon.
Susan Sarandon. Okay, I don't want to say the wrong thing. Yeah, that's who I
You know
played.
what we need to do? A
what?
Bull Durham musical, and you can play that with Susan Sarandon.
I feel like we should do like a what is it called? I just had it in my head, but it's like we all wear black and just sing a bunch of musical theater songs.
Like an in concert version or something?
Yeah, where people sit at tables, they pay for a table.
Oh, like a
maybe.
dinner theater type
Yeah,
thing.
we should do that and
There's
raise
been a lot
some
of
money.
talk
just
about
for
Listen, we
fun.
could use this. I know that
They
everybody
want to do
can't see
dinner
it, but
at the
that would be
Cervex.
incredible.
Yeah, that might be happening.
Yes,
There's the
that'd be
possibility because
incredible.
that is in talk. So I'm
Yeah.
glad
Whatever
that
you
you're
need help with, I'm
interested.
here.
Yes.
Because
that's-
we could.
yeah.
I think-
But Mark, like you now, what? You're special ed this year?
Yeah.
That's incredible.
I'm going into basically my third full year.
Yeah.
K through 2 autistic support.
That's incredible.
Yeah, so it's there's been, I'm not gonna lie, like there's been a lot of challenges, but
Oh, yeah.
this year alone, I've grown so much, and
Uh-huh.
I know that like I feel like everything happened for a reason because everything just kind of came together at the
Yeah.
end. Like it was beautiful. Like even like the 2 kids that didn't get along all year fought all year. Like, drove
You
me
get like
crazy.
that one card from that student
They,
at the
they
end of the year.
started hugging each other and like being
That's
friends, and it was
incredible.
just like like a storybook ending to the year, and then off they go to George Washington. You
Right.
know, so like see you later, but like who knows what
Yeah.
they'll be like there. But I know that they ended pretty strong.
On a positive note, thanks to you.
Yeah,
No, that's
so
awesome.
it was like the whole year was like a long TV show, dramedy basically.
Get them to the Playhouse.
Oh yeah, I mean, and that's another thing too is some of these kids that I work with, like they could memorize like crazy. I mean, the
Oh,
one
I'm
kid
sure.
recites the entire Jack's Lament from Nightmare Before Christmas.
Wow.
So I'll put it on the screen. He will not even look at the screen and just reenact the whole thing word for word.
Oh my gosh.
Pitch perfect.
Love that.
I'm like, dude, come on, let's go to the
That's
Playhouse.
awesome.
You know?
Yeah. Just take a field trip.
Yeah, so there's like,
That's awesome.
especially in the with the community with autism, there's a lot of talent
Mm-hmm.
in with musical. I don't know, like there's a lot of kids with autism that can sing like really
dance.
Oh my
I
gosh,
know
well.
one that can
dance,
sing and
yes.
dance.
and act. I mean,
And
there's-
act
I
and
mean, everything.
memorize, yeah.
Yes.
No.
Yeah,
That's why
it's-
theater's so amazing, because you get everybody.
You do, and it's like
And we all form like one.
This is like
Little family.
ideas are
It's
just
cute.
popping in my head now. This
Yeah.
is great. I'm gonna rewatch this so I can write them down.
You know,
Write down the
Yeah,
notes, yeah.
because like, why not have a show for everything? Honestly, for younger kids, because there's like an age requirement
Mm-hmm.
at the Playhouse, and for children on the spectrum. It'd be nice.
Mm-hmm.
I know there's cheerleading squads that have
Mm-hmm.
teams for that, and the Olympics even has it. Like, why not? Why can't we?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Do it? Why can't we do it? Why not?
Yeah.
we definitely could. And again, it's one of those things that
We have
people
so
talk
many
about, but it's just a
opportunities.
matter of like
Doing it.
Yeah.
doing it, and that is definitely something that
No,
That'd be
that's
so
we could do.
fun.
I mean, I know Cassie worked with at Point Park with somebody that was on the spectrum that I watched them in The Producers, which is another great show.
Another
to
great
do,
show, yeah.
The Producers, and
so many.
I forget what part he played, but like he was incredible, and he's still working on
Company too. That's a good show too.
Company's great. I did that at in Greenville actually a couple years ago.
I didn't get to see it. I wanted
It's
to.
okay. It was at Teal College.
Oh, okay.
Like 2 summers ago. I got to play Bobby, and
Nice.
that was so much fun.
I need to get out.
And that was like, I think that was my first Sondheim, honestly. But
Nice.
yeah,
I love Company. It's
Mm-hmm.
good.
yeah, Companies. Oh, that would be great. We should do that again. They did that recently, but I could.
Which one's that?
Company.
Oh, yeah.
You guys could both be in that. Easily.
Another one
love
I've never
that.
seen.
Oh, you would like it.
You
Yeah.
would be so good at the Bride.
The
Bride
Bride.
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna look it up
Woo!
when I get
Getting
home.
married today.
I'll
yeah.
look it up.
I would love to sing be the girl that sings.
The train.
Yeah,
what's
I
that?
know.
yeah.
How people just got off at the train.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I got a lot to look up
Oh,
when I get
gosh.
home.
Look it up. Look
All
it up.
right, we are going to do Company very soon.
After this short break. we're gonna do Company.
Well, that's another, like Raul Esparza played Bobby, and oh my gosh, you know Raul Esparza?
Uh-uh.
He's a big Broadway star. He works on Law and Order now a lot though to make a
I'm
good
bad
living.
with names. I'm sure if I saw faces, I would know. I would know
okay.
who they are. Yeah.
But I'm like one of those people that I can tell you who's in a cast of something and never see the movie.
Mm-hmm.
No, but that's like
That's incredible.
Me too.
Me, I see the movie and I don't know anybody
I don't
who's
know
in
who
it.
that
I
is.
don't know who they are.
Yeah.
No,
it's
that's
just-
awesome, Mark. That's
Have you
I
listened
can't-
to The Notebook, that new musical that came out?
No, I
Oh,
forgot
that
that.
The
music
Notebook's a
is-
musical?
the music is beautiful.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it's great.
Is it?
Love that too.
I keep thinking, I'm like, they did a Bridges
I've
of
never
Madison
seen the movie,
County.
though.
I think I'm like living under a theater bridge because I don't know any.
I'm glad I don't feel left out because I just found the Notebook.
Okay,
It's TikTok.
There's so much.
Oh, okay.
There's just so much theater. I mean,
There's so
you're not
much.
going to know
Yeah.
everything.
Right.
Nobody knows everything except for like.
No, but that's incredible.
I would say maybe like Mike Cavalier probably knows just about everything.
Yeah.
Yes.
Lesser Malaysia knew a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there are people that know like everything.
Oh
but,
yeah.
I mean, for the most part, there's so many shows and
Yeah.
things like that. But
Theater will never die.
theater will never die.
Never die.
Look at us.
And on
Look
that
at
note,
us.
I was
Look
I'm
at
like
us.
slumped like this.
On that-
Theater will never die. I'm like, I'm getting too comfortable here. Like
I
I'm in my
know.
living
Me too.
room.
I'm like ready to get real quick. Okay.
But yeah, I mean, again, this I think, you know, I think we're in a good spot. I think theater is better than ever. Mm-hmm. I think there's after COVID, there's been more people are putting on shows everywhere. I don't even know how like we have enough actors, but there's actors coming out of the woodwork. I mean, because people that haven't done stuff in years are coming out to do stuff. Because the more opportunities that they see, the more people are just gonna be like, hey, maybe I'll do a show. Maybe I'll do this or try that. Like Ted Froats, Jason Pastor, those kind of people. That's the kind of people we want to come back and like oh my gosh, like thank you. Like
Did
that you
Ted
came
like
back.
take a break or something before he
Ted-
came to SpongeBob?
I don't
or-
know, but I know his voice and his acting amazing.
He's Patrick?
And he's so smart.
Yeah.
I can't wait to
Oh,
I could
smart
be
people
wrong,
once.
but I think he hadn't done shows in a while.
Oh,
And,
okay.
Ted, if
'Cause
you're
I don't know
watching
if
and
I-
I'm wrong, you can correct me. I'm sorry, but I love you. You did great. He's the perfect Patrick.
Oh, is he Patrick? I was gonna say I
Yes.
can't wait to see it.
Yeah, I mean the cast is really good.
That's what I keep hearing, just how solid this cast is, and I can't
We were all
wait.
talking about Ted and saying like his voice is so deep or whatever, and there's a song he sings like really high. As soon as he starts singing, we're all like, okay, sing.
Where did that
sing,
come
Ted, sing. He's good. He's good.
Yeah,
I love that.
yeah. He's very natural. I mean, not the Patrick. Like you don't want to say like someone's like naturally
Naturally
like, playing a song, but like he's
In a good way, Ted. You're not.
in a good way. He's very natural.
No, that's awesome.
Great.
I love playing like dumb roles and stuff. Too.
Me too, Mark.
Do
It's
you
so
like-
easy.
Yeah, like right
for
I mean,
me.
And that's the thing, like Holly, like I would probably consider you like I consider you a leading lady because you've earned that title with
thank
all your
you.
hard work. But you're definitely a character actress.
I
when it
am.
comes to
I'm
it.
definitely. I don't like playing myself.
Yeah.
I like to get up there and be like Maisie LeBird and
Yeah, and do
and Abigail in The Crucible. Those kinds of where I actually get to like act and be over the top.
and that's what I think. Like even like Allison, your character, you've done characters.
Oh my
You're
gosh.
playing a character.
Allison
now.
can do
I've
anything.
done a lot of characters. Now
Yeah.
I'm trying to think if I've ever played anyone that was like me, and the only person I can think of is I did It's a Wonderful Life, a live radio stage play, which also we should do that. That would be
Oh yeah,
so
I've seen that done before.
good.
Have you done that?
You would eat in that. Yes, at Youngstown.
I like.
Yes, it's so good. But we had to make up names, and my name was Mocha Phillips, but that was the closest I got to playing myself.
Okay.
But then I went into Mary Hatch and Violet, did like other little characters.
Yeah, you can
roles
play
and
different
like
stuff. And it challenges you, right? Like
Yeah, I love playing.
Because
a
I think
whole
like
new
Newsies was the
person.
first one where I actually played like kind of ish myself.
I'll say
And
Meta
it's-
was.
yeah.
That's a period show, so Meta was just.
Yeah.
I was like, who is this woman? Yeah.
Yeah.
You ate, you slayed. Kids still say that? You slayed all day? You still say that?
say that.
Is that still a thing?
I was told that men can't slay. I was told that before by like a 12-year-old.
Wait, so then what's like
That's
the,
very smart. I love her to death.
what's the guy equivalent?
I don't know what you would call it. So if you have a name for a male version of slay, or if it's just men can slay too,
I
put them
think
in
men,
the comments.
men should be able to slay.
And
Yeah. Yeah. I eat. That's right.
Or eat.
Figuratively
You left
and literally.
I knew he was gonna say it. No.
I am on a diet though. I've been pretty low carb for 3 days. I've been doing good.
thought you were gonna be like, yeah, for like 3 months, like this whole summer, like I've been great.
Well, I got this watch. My aunt bought this for me for like $100 because it has a scratch on it.
Oh.
And it's been great. It tells me all my steps.
No,
and,
that's good.
And everything, you know. So.
It's always telling me to stand up. I'm like, no, I don't need
Yeah, I know. It's like, can you stand? I'm like, that's why I only put like 8
I don't
times
have
a day.
one. I
you know?
don't have any. See,
Yeah.
I don't want to be.
We gotta get
I don't
you
want to be
that-
told what to do. I don't want to be told to exercise.
I
so.
feel like Inspector Gadget, like, you know. I'm
Yeah,
like,
that's
all right,
cool.
you're done. Like, you know, it's pretty cool.
That is cool.
I realized I was looking at my watch a lot when I was, we were on stage and I had to take it off, and I was like, oh God, no.
Oh, you get used to
I'm
like looking
I'm
down.
at Sandy, I can't look at my, well, yeah, I get used
Oh,
to
yeah,
it.
yeah, you do. I mean, I'm doing it right now, but I'm just like making sure. I keep getting, the home run derby's live. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it tells me everything. It didn't tell me this on my phone. I don't know. I need to shut the notifications off.
Oh.
Yeah, so.
Yeah.
But yeah, thank you guys so much
Thank you for having us.
you
This
for
was
having
fun.
us.
for coming on and
I feel honored to be here with
Yes.
Allison and you, and just to be on the first
Same.
episode.
Same,
I love
feel
you
the same.
always.
Love you.
yeah, no, I think this went really well. So
Yeah. No.
Yeah,
Awesome.
It did. Thank you, Jason and Coy, for interacting with us.
yeah, and everybody that watched.
Yes.
we're
I
gonna
can't
have
wait
more
to-
of these. And these two fine young ladies will be back
Ooh.
at some point, if they want to be. You know,
Yay.
and again, like this is a dream come true for me to have these opportunities to do this. So hopefully this is the first of many more to come. So I just wanted to say thank you, Holly, and thank you,
Thank
Allison,
you
so
for
much
having
for being a
me.
part of this. Stay tuned for part 2 that we're going to have with a date to be announced very soon with Kaylee Davies Anderson and my wife, Cassie McConnell.
Yay.
But this is the first episode of Take a Bow. Ladies, take a bow.
Oh.
No, I'm just kidding. Take a bow.
And just cut it off
In
there.
your seat. And on that note, I'm Mark McConnell. We're signing off. Good night.
Good night.
We all know there's an advantage to playing at home, to being the home team. At LGKG, we've been your home team personal injury attorneys for auto accident and workers' compensation cases for over 90 years. We know what works and how to win. We have all the credentials. At LGKG, we don't take every case. We handpick our clients so that we can give you the attention you deserve.